Well, let's talk now to Vincent Cochetel, who's the Special Envoy for the United Nations Human Rights Commission for Refugees in the Mediterranean. Good to have you with us on the programme. Confirmed now that another migrant ship has been spotted off the coast of Greece with perhaps 100 people on board. What's your reaction?
Well, it's a new route, that route that departs from eastern Libya and cross through the Greek search and rescue area of operation. We've seen those boats over the last couple of months increasing traffic along that route, so I'm not surprised.
Well, let's talk about Wednesday's tragic events. We've seen 9 arrests over that. We've seen the United Nations calling for a clampdown on people smugglers, but none of this is actually having an effect, is it?
Well, I think we need to review efforts at all ends to combat trafficking and protect victims of trafficking. And I think what is important is also to differentiate between, people being charged and people being sentenced. Quite often in Libya, traffickers ask migrants or refugees to steer the boats against a free passage or a discount in price, but they're not actually professional smugglers. In this particular case, I don't know. But I think it's important to have a whole route approach here. We should not just look at those who are steering the ship, but those who organize the journey to Libya, those who organize the entry in Libya, those who organize the stay and the departure from Libya. Otherwise, impunity will prevail, and that impunity will fuel the trafficking.
And this is really just part of a recurring tragedy. Why does this keep happening?
Well, it keeps happening because the world is in turbulence. There are many conflicts in Africa and in the Middle East. And many of those conflicts converge in terms of routes because people think they need to flee, either because of those conflicts or either because of bad economic prospects. They flee and they think that by going through Libya and from Libya to Europe, they will solve their problem. Because the situation for migrants and refugees in Libya has not improved over a decade, we still have the same poor condition, in spite of the fact that many are employed in Libya. People will feel compelled to leave Libya and take those crazy risks to try to reach Europe.
And there have been accusations that when the boat that sank on Wednesday was spotted, that not enough was done to help. What's your information?
Well, what is important is that we have an independent investigation that determines not just responsibility, but what has exactly happened, who knew what at what time. Because from the available evidence at this stage, it seems that the boat was detected on time to allow for a proper rescue. But we have seen that trend with several coastal states to allow passage of those boats. These are not cruise ships with tourists on board. These are boats that are unseaworthy, and they should not be allowed to continue their journey because it can cost life at the end.
Vincent Cochetel from the United Nations Human Rights Commission for Refugees in the Mediterranean, thank you very much for talking to us today.
Thank you.